Welcome, and thank you for attending the Street Transportation Department's virtual pre-recorded meeting about the 3rd Avenue Thomas to Osborn Roads proposed lane changes and improvement project. Si les gustaría escuchar esta junta en español, siga estas instrucciones en su pantalla. Primero, vaya a la barrita de este video, donde encontrará una CC y un círculo de herramienta localizada en la esquina de la derecha. Luego, seleccione la CC para prender los subtítulos. Luego, seleccione el círculo de herramienta. Esto lo abrirá una ventanita con opciones. Next slide, please. Ahora, seleccione las palabras Auto Translate. Les saldrá una lista de idiomas. Aquí seleccione su idioma preferido. Por ejemplo, seleccione el español, que es Spanish. Ahora ya cambió los subtítulos para tenerlos en español y podrá escuchar esta junta. My name is Vivian Padilla, and I am a Public Information Officer with the City of Phoenix Street Transportation Department. And I am your host for today's virtual pre-recorded meeting. On your screen, you will see a list of our panel members associated with this project. The agenda that we will be following now appears on your screen. We will begin with an introduction from our department director. Then we'll share the proposed schedule. We'll be providing some context about the project as well as what the proposed changes and improvements are. Then we will share how you can share your thoughts with us about the project. Keep in mind, our goal tonight is to gain as much insight from the community as possible. That's why we're presenting our information in a very clear and concise way. Now we'll hear from our Department Director, Keeney.
Hello, I'm Keeney Knutson. I'm the Street Transportation Director for the City of Phoenix. One thing that we know is very important is how people get around and providing opportunities and safe and comfortable access for people getting around the City of Phoenix, however they interact with our city streets. And this project is a project where we're looking at opportunities to be able to do just that, to make a more comfortable environment for 3rd Avenue along a stretch of our roadways where we can make some investments in making bicycling and pedestrian activities more safe and more comfortable for our residents who are wanting to use our streets for those purposes. I want to thank you for tuning into this project and learning more about it. Our team is going to talk a little bit more about the project and the details of it. I just wanted to say thank you for being a part of this. We can't do it without you, and we want to hear your feedback, your input about what we're proposing tonight, just like we would do on any of our projects. And I just wanted to let you know in advance, I want to thank you for your participation and your involvement and your input, and we look forward to potentially having a great outcome out of this project and making our streets safer and more comfortable for bicyclists. Thank you again.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Keeney. I'm Marielle Brown, the project manager for this project and the Active Transportation Program Manager. So today I'll be talking about 3rd Avenue from Thomas Road to Osborn Road. This is one segment in the larger 3rd Avenue corridor that we have a number of projects that we're working on. So this is a brief overview of all of the surrounding 3rd Avenue projects. We recently completed updates to 3rd Avenue from Washington Street to McDowell. That includes our new two-way protected bike lanes. We're also in the process of working on designing updates on 3rd Avenue from McDowell Road to Thomas Road. We recently completed updates on 3rd Avenue from Osborn Road to Indian School Road, and we'll be talking more about that later tonight. And then finally, we're working on a pre-design project right now that's getting close to wrapping up for Camelback Road to Missouri Road. Today, we're talking about Thomas Road to Osborn Road, and this is the public process for talking about those changes. And then we're looking to launch a public outreach process to talk about proposed changes from Indian School Road to Camelback Road in the summer of 2022. So the proposed schedule for this set of improvements is, right now we've launched the public outreach. The survey will be open through April 3rd. And once we hear from everyone, a decision will be shared in June. And then finally, the street will be updated in the fall or winter of 2022 with the changes if they move forward. This is part of our larger effort to fulfill our Complete Streets policy. The City of Phoenix has a policy that asks us to consider designing for all modes of transportation, including walking, biking, transit, and driving when we look at streets. The section of 3rd Avenue just north of here, from Osborn Road to Indian School Road, was already completed as part of it was already updated as part of a repaving project with a complete streets approach. And the intent of this policy is to make sure that everyone feels safe and comfortable as they use the street. This section of 3rd Avenue also shows up in a couple of our plans. It's in both the Comprehensive Bicycle Master Plan and the Reinvent Phoenix Midtown Transit-Oriented Development Policy Plan as a street that should be getting upgrades for biking. Both of these plans have different proposals than what we're going to show here tonight, but we think that this proposal suits what's going on the street well, and it matches the changes that have already been made north of this segment. Finally, this segment is also part of the Phoenix Sonoran Bikeway. The Phoenix Sonoran Bikeway is a bicycle route that crosses the city of Phoenix from the south to north. And there are different types of bikeways all along it. Right now, the department is very interested in making sure that we do have safe facilities along the Phoenix Sonoran Bikeway, and this project is one part of that. So there already are bike lanes on 3rd Avenue, and you might be wondering why we're looking to make upgrades when there are already bike lanes. One of the issues with our current bike lane is when you look at the type of traffic stress that a bicyclist or someone trying to bike in the lanes would be exposed to, is it's really quite high level of exposure to traffic. The bike lanes are relatively narrow and they end at the intersections, so that if you're biking along the street, you have to mix in with the car traffic in order to get through the intersections. Tonight, we'll be proposing an approach that really is meant for all bicyclists, for anyone who's comfortable biking, whether they're comfortable biking with lots of traffic or whether they kind of want to avoid the stress of being exposed to lots of traffic. So you might be familiar with the existing travel lanes. And right now, there are 2 lanes, 2 motor vehicle lanes in each direction, along with a bike lane in each direction and a center turn lane. What we are proposing is to remove one of the outer travel lanes so that we can add buffers to the bike lanes with flex delineators and also widen the bike lanes where possible. For this project, we are looking to add these changes to the existing street. So this proposed width of lanes will vary a little bit based off of what's existing on the street. And for this project, we're able to show you a very clear idea of what it will look like, because the project north of here is very similar to what we're proposing. So this photo is taken on 3rd Avenue, north of Osborn Road, and the section from Osborn Road to Indian School Road, where we've already completed a very similar project. And so we'll be looking to extend this pattern all the way to Thomas Road. And with that, I'll hand it over to Matt Wilson to talk about the traffic impacts.
Thank you, Marielle. My name is Matt Wilson, the Deputy Street Transportation Director for our Traffic Services Division. When we consider a modification to lane assignments on a street, one component of that is we look at the impacts to traffic using methodology established in our professional practices. We use the term level of service as a measure of an intersection delay, following formulas that account for the amount of time vehicles on all approaches are going to be waiting at either a stop-controlled intersection or a signal-controlled intersection. We also review volume count or traffic count data to look at that volume compared to what we understand a road of that size can support for moving vehicles, how many per hour. We reviewed both intersection and mainline traffic counts for this proposed project, and we observed very little impact that we can observe from those measurements and predictive tools. Specifically, Osborn Road and 3rd Avenue did show the most substantial increase, but at 5 seconds or less of estimated delay impact. The other intersections, 3rd Avenue and Thomas, Earl and Thomas, which are signalized intersections with 3rd Avenue, demonstrated no measurable changes in delay. just to comment on, what we do with this information. That's not the sole decision that we make. If delay increases, that may be worthwhile for other goals that we have here. But in this project, we just don't consider these to be substantial impacts in really any sense that we would consider. So in that sense, traffic services is supportive of the lane modifications, and we do not see any estimated impact to all road users, especially vehicular traffic.
Thank you, Matt. So with that concludes the overview of this project. Again, the proposed schedule is that we'll be having the survey open through April 3rd, and we want to hear from you. Please take the survey, share the survey with your friends and neighbors. Please encourage everyone you know to take it. Based off of what we hear, a decision will be shared in June. And then following that, if we do go forward with the changes, the street will be updated in the fall or winter of 2022. This is the project webpage, and this is where you can take the survey. This is where you have probably gone to watch our video today. And again, our survey will be open through April 3rd.
Thank you, Marielle. Just as a reminder, that webpage is Phoenix.gov /streets/3rd Ave PO. And this is where you can go to receive updates about the project, take the survey in both English and Spanish, and head over to this project website for any updates from the project team. We thank you for watching today's virtual pre-recorded meeting, and your input to this project is unique and important to us. So thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to hearing from you.